It told me it's being live streamed.
Got it.
That's amazing.
And I have the light of God coming over my shoulder. If you see this,
If
I
I don't know if one of you wants to look at Twitch or one of you to look at Facebook,
I'll
in case
jump
we
on.
need to say hello to somebody.
I'll jump on the Facebook.
The Book of Face. I don't think I want to be underwater. I think I want to be with the Social Distortion Skelly. What's up? No, maybe Lightning. Maybe nope. I feel like Max Headroom.
There you go. Hey.
Eh, Pepsi, Diet Pepsi. Is that what he did?
Yeah.
Pepsi, yeah. Oh, okay. I need a haircut so bad. I was at the swap meet with Hannah, and the shadow
at the swap meet. Oh,
the shadow that cast on the pavement in front of me, my head I slicked my hair back, so you can't tell how fucked up it is, but like it's long in the back and like poofy and yeah, it's bad. My head looked like my silhouette from when I was 7 and they cut it out at Disneyland.
Oh shit.
You remember those?
I do.
Yeah, I remember those on your wall.
Yeah, man, I had them on the wall next to the phone, I believe. Yeah, so I'm looking at my shadow and I'm like, my head looks like it did when I was 7. That was like 1980. Like big hair was the way it was done. It was like a bowl cut and your hair was big. And I said, my head looks like it's a square on top of a square. It's not really. Then I was talking to Rebecca and she's like, yeah, I meant to tell you since you left the hospital that your hair's fucked up and you need a haircut. I was like, well, I'm gonna put some gel in. You won't be able to tell tonight. But yeah, anyways. Hey guys, what's going on? Atomic Dork's in the house.
What's up, dude?
What's up, guys?
You're streaming this on Facebook, right?
Yeah, Facebook.
Senator Sinatra or Adams?
Some YouTubes. I think Adams. Yeah, I think just Adams site should be there. If it's not, oh well.
Yeah.
Definitely on Twitch.
It is definitely on Twitch.
Yeah, I got March 5th, and then I got one from August 14th. So yeah, I got nothing live.
Huh. Strange. Oh well.
Fair enough.
Whatever. They'll find us.
Now
that we're becoming a well-oiled machine, I don't know if I really want people watching it. Just kidding. All right, we'll do a little official intro and we'll get this party started. Is this full screen now?
Second place.
It is.
Yes.
Oh, that's exciting.
Second place.
Fresh hot tricks. Fresh hot tricks. Fresh hot tricks. Chip, where are we going today? Tell me, I've got to know. Do you have a place to stay? Get ready, it's time to go. Fresh hot tricks. Fresh hot tricks. Fresh hot tricks.
You know, we haven't gone international yet, but international. Wait, I also created an intro for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Let's see where to go. There it is.
We'll go with another intro. I'm done.
Yeah.
I mean, what you got, sir?
The Atomic Dork Squad presents
Oh shit.
Fresh hot tricks.
Which is funny because it sounded like
Fresh hot tricks.
Butterbeer.
Fresh hot tricks. Chip, where are we going today? Tell me, I've got
these are all
to
shots of my actual
know.
vacations too.
Do you have a place to stay? Get ready, it's time to go.
There was just going.
Fresh hot tricks. Fresh hot tricks. Fresh hot tricks.
Yeah. I like
see
the
what you-
90s words
Yeah.
coming up.
Well done, sir.
Very Saved by the
Well done.
Bellish. I like it.
I didn't know it was a
In time
competition.
too. I didn't know either. I was just
Uh,
I just got that creative bug in me, and I had to do something today.
Well, that was fun.
no, I love it. I love it. Don't worry. When it comes to house inspector time, I think I will have one up you. We'll see. I mean, not house inspector. I'm sorry. When it comes to local flair, yours.
Yes.
I do look like Max Headroom.
Well, that's what I thought you were doing.
Not on purpose, but I guess yeah.
Outstanding.
I got that big head like Matt Frewer. You remember Matt Frewer was
I
the model
do.
for that.
I do.
All right.
You can
So
only have that
welcome
movie behind you. That'd be great.
the made for TV movie, Max Headroom.
No, just have those lines moving behind you. It would really,
Oh.
really sell the Max Headroom look.
So welcome
yeah.
to Atomic Dork Squad Fresh Hot Trips. I'm the hostess with the moistest, Jeffrey with the G. Look at that mustache.
It's a good looking mustache, buddy.
Nice. Nice.
Oh.
So this is how it goes. Fresh Hot Trips. We go someplace fantastic, hopefully. I am the house inspector, so I will be bringing up a couple of mansions, something completely out of our price range currently, but hopefully someday in the future, funded by you fuckers. By you guys. We'll be able to do some of these things. That could be fun. So we'll pick two properties. Usually the first one is god awful on accident. It just happens that way.
Just
And then
happens.
We'll
Just
kind of
happens.
peruse it, and we'll see what there is to see. We'll talk some smack. We'll make fun of their AV equipment setups, blood stains on the floor, shitters that are open to the
To the outside.
yeah, stuff like that. So we'll take a look, and then we'll pick between the two, and then we move on to local flair with Sci-Fi Dan. Dan's going to show us what there is to do outside of the home, because that's important too. So amusement parks, if they're there, sites to see, museums, church cathedrals, maybe national monuments to desecrate, whatever, stuff like that. And then we move on to pub crawl, if we don't have no bull news in between, but that's an option too. And we'll move on to pub crawl, and that's with Master Jedi Coy, and he's going to show us where to get lit.
That's right. As
Yes.
a nerd.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's the show. Come along and have some fun, talk some shit, leave some comments, like, subscribe.
You're on Gilligan's. Oh wait.
Wow.
There you go. So we'll go back to gallery view, and well, let's see. Apparently I came up with more than one video today. So let's see if we got that house inspector one that I came up with. See if this one's this is the one that I like. Nope.
Is that you? Is that picture you doing that thing?
Yeah, that's a comical version of me. The house inspector at the top. All right, let's go. I had to update mine a little bit. It was sorry, I had two copies. If things went off perfectly, then it wouldn't be this show. So
That's very true.
there you go. This is the updated version, I
I'd say we
believe.
could get it in post, but
Second Chance Studios. That's right.
I like that.
the pictures creep me out just a little bit, especially that one.
Adam's the home.
I love those pictures. They remind me of that Top Gun and that Anakin scene where they're.
Yeah. The shook ones.
I love it. The shook ones. I love
Yeah.
it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Shook videos and pictures just crack me up, dude.
And that second
Especially
picture.
when
Go ahead.
you watch other people put their shook videos up, you
Yeah.
can hear them giggling while they're trying to record it,
So
like on their
funny.
phone. Like, yeah. Nothing like taking a masterpiece and turning it into
It really is, man. And that second picture you put up looked like you're getting ready to pull out a sword and start waving it around, and Daniel was going to put on his fedora and pull out his gun and shoot you.
yeah. I had on I believe I was wearing Muslim hat, a coat.
Yeah.
I had this thing. I was buying stuff off of Amazon just cause. I'm like, yeah, I want Muslim garb. I need a keffiyeh.
Awesome.
I need a kofi. I need. I want to.
Anything starts with a K. Bring it.
And then I go out in public like that, and my kids are like, "Why are you dressed like an Arab man?" I'm like, "Because I'm appropriating their culture."
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Allah Akbar. Stupid. Anyways, hi. Let's move on.
Just like that, we've been removed from.
Just like that, we've been canceled.
We haven't got the house yet.
You can't cancel me. No one's even started me yet. All right. I got a lot of notepads. Let's show all windows. Let's see. Where is New York?
It's up in the upper east coast.
Yes.
of
It is.
the
It
United
is.
States.
I found some on VR.
It's right behind me.
It
Oh,
is.
it is. It is. Yeah. VRBO, Descript, Messenger. No, let's shut that one off. Okay. Too many windows open. Here we go. New York vacation homes. Let me share this. Let's figure out what we want to see. I'm a basic. There we go. All right, ladies and germs. I put in 18 guests from June 11th to June 17th.
Perfect.
So the top one here, whole family getaway, theater plus game. It's only $6,900 for the whole thing. That doesn't seem like quite enough for
No,
me.
that doesn't seem like enough.
That seems doable.
We got another one at $800 a night, one at $650, one at $1,400, one at $4,667.
$30,000.
Oh, if we're
That's
not
getting
in the
better.
19th century castle.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, and then we got $6,000 a night, 19th century castle with modern amenities.
might have to look at that one.
And then it creeps back down because they're trying like $90.
Does
You want
You can sleep in a car. It sleeps
You want-
99 in that car.
You
in
want
a
to rent a
Lotus.
Ferrari instead?
because nothing
Um,
says, I mean, driving through New York, that just sounds like fun.
But it says sleeps
Or-
99. You 99 what? Ants?
Everything else seems so reasonably priced. I can't imagine it's that great. Country estate for
3,200 a
$21,000.
night, that was pretty good.
You guys, what do you guys want to start with? You want to start with like a, I don't know, 19th century castle with modern amenities?
Yeah, if as long as we get the whole place to ourselves for the 6,000.
Yeah.
Let's do
Sleeps
it.
20, 9 bedrooms. Let's check it out. Here we go. It says VRBO. Request to book. I already
Here
did.
what?
18 guests, 6,000 a night. That's it.
That's it.
Here we go. It needs a shave right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little
A
hairy.
little stubbly.
A little bit.
Got a little mold problem there on the outside.
Yeah, if there was, you use the word haunted for looking at the outside of a house, I would say this.
Oh, I mean, it was all start with the 19th century castle. I mean,
Yeah, it might fit the bill.
Yeah.
Now, I forget that New York is from the old side of the United States.
Yeah.
So such
Yeah.
things are possible. The only way you get 19th century anything from west of the Mississippi is if you buy it and ship it, like William
Mhm.
Randolph Hearst,
Yep.
brick by brick. And I think the last one was 1971 when somebody brought the London Bridge and put it on Lake Havasu.
I did not hear about that.
Yeah, the London Bridge is right there in Lake Havasu.
That is crazy.
They bought it. They actually sold it for $2.1 million, and the purchaser made sure that they numbered the bricks so he could reinstall it exactly as it should have been.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of bricks.
yeah,
This picture kind of tripped me out. I was like, "What is that staircase in the middle there?" I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was a little wind chimes
A little
hanging from the ceiling.
Staircase to nowhere. What do we got here? We got pink flamingo looking chairs, but no
That's actually a
flamingo.
pretty cool little bodega. Or what do they call those? Not bodegas.
Haunted
it
backyard.
turns out that's actually just a miniature. That's not really the.
That's just a puddle.
Somebody left their Barbie toys out. Well, look at that. Okay. There's at least room for 6.
They got rid of the pink chairs.
Yeah, the other 12 got to go sit in the pen there.
Oh, there you go. There's the haunted right there.
Hey, where's that kid?
What is that? Is that a human being?
Tiny one.
It's an Oompa Loompa.
Is that a cemented horse corral?
No, that's got to be a turnaround, like, or a parking area.
Oh, that could be. I thought it was a horse corral. Yeah, that's so too.
That's actually full-size kids that are full-size adults, so that's a really tall fence.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's huge.
Enormous. Everything in New York is big. I don't like the half-painted
it's Texas.
fence. Is kind of weird. They were like, "Hey, I'm tired. I spent 8 hours on this fence." And they're like, "Yeah, that's fine. No one will notice.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the rest. It's rustic." The rest of the house is rustic. Maybe they were actually stripping the paint off. Maybe I have it backwards.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah, they were trying to make it look old.
Well, I think the one half was that vinyl fence you can get. So they're like, that doesn't match with the plastic.
Yeah, they have to get old. They have to get old wood spray paint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, look, creepy lanterns. I like it.
Yeah.
Looks like there's parapets up to the left.
Yeah.
In case we need to defend ourselves against the Mongol horde.
100%, dude.
Hookah there.
So that's good.
I saw this in I Am Legend. You know, you can go up in there and don't have to worry about this.
Yeah, I feel a little creeped out, but I like it. There's not room for all people to be together at once, if you notice, but there's a lot of spaces for a small amount of people.
Yep.
It's kind of nice. Be like, you go upstairs, you guys go downstairs, you go by the pond.
Dibs on the fire pit. All right.
All right. Look, it's a swimming pool.
It's a swimming pool.
I would hate to be the groundskeeper
mowing
that grass.
Can you imagine?
And not screwing up the pump on the pool.
Oh man, yeah.
Dude, it's up to the edge. You're like, no.
But not to mention, how muddy does that get around the pool?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not like it doesn't look like rain right now, right?
Unless there's a glass cover or something on it.
They're like, no, Jose, you edged the pool this time. I'm not getting fired. Uh-oh.
More children. Play with us.
I was kind of hoping that was fake grass, but no, you can actually see some of the little places where the wet grass is worn out and tends to get muddy.
Yeah, you can see where the dog pees. They just run halfway.
And I think how the kids are right at the edge of the pool, unsupervised.
It's like, fine, I'm not shitting in the gravel anymore. Quit hitting me.
Well, there's the person that's taking the picture, though.
Who knows if that's a kid?
Ooh, okay. Look, stripes.
Oh, there you go. We can play croquet on the west lawn.
Nice. It's nice.
I'm a little nervous that they haven't given us any interior photos.
Yes.
Wait, that's not the castle, is it?
That is not the castle.
No, that's
a neighbor.
That's a carriage house / slave quarters. So we'll find out more about that soon. 18th century. Yeah, there were some slaves, but they had to build up a little more modern later on.
That's true.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, that's nice. I like it.
Our first shot.
20 pictures in. We're indoors.
Yeah.
It's modern enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not modern enough.
They couldn't even have hung the picture on the wall. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
I wouldn't even want to walk through that carpet.
That carpet looks like the kind of, like, if you fell on it, the rug burn would bleed.
Yes, and stain.
Yeah. It's like rough.
This looks like the kind of room that you're like at your grandparents' house that you weren't allowed to go into.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
They should have plastic. There should be plastic on the furniture.
Can't go in there.
They took it off for the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's on that table in the front?
Oh, sorry. Let's go back. Let's look. I like pool tables, so that's exciting. What's that? That's
is that a stain? What is that?
I don't know if that's a stain or a key or
it looks like it's decoration of some sort, but it looks intentional. But then again, there's nothing else anywhere on the table.
Yeah.
It's a wedding ring. Somebody died and it fell off their hand.
The fireplace looks like it's just for decoration only too.
Yeah, it's kind of like ash and stuff.
It was usable 150 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the billiards room.
All right, this is nice looking.
That fireplace has been well used.
That one's been well used. It's got.
I wouldn't say it's been well used. They didn't open the fluke.
They forgot. Why is there smoke coming in the house?
Yeah. This has been used by men. You could tell because they use some sort of accelerant to get the indoor fire going. Yeah.
Get the lighter fluid in there.
Put the lighter fluid in the cognac and just throw it on there. Yeah, it's fine. Seems dangerous, but that 101 proof wild turkey.
That's right.
Get that fire going.
Holy moly.
Oh, a boat. Must be the boat room. And I'm confused.
Come sit in here.
Oh, it's a full door that opens to a half
This
door.
is like the mud room, kind of like you
the
take
foyer.
off your shoes and jacket.
Yeah. I like it's done well.
Got a little heater there too. It looks like
The parquet floors, the heater on the bench. I kind of dig that. That's like very utilitarian. And
2 doorknobs on the door.
The ceilings are beautiful, very ornate.
Yeah, I like the
it.
ceiling.
I like it quite a bit.
There you go, Dan.
See?
Wow. There you go.
Walk up.
I can play and entertain the entire house at the same time.
As people walk in and walk up and down the stairs, you're right there.
I could play Chopsticks or Chattanooga Shoeshine Boy or hold on. Green Sleeves. I know at least those 3 songs.
I like Green Sleeves.
And Jeff Coy, you can play the little Indian song, a little Indian song.
That's perfect. Yes, I still know how to play that too.
Yeah, I know you can do it. I remember you practicing in like the 5th grade.
Practice like the wind. I wanted to be like Daniel, who could play Beethoven's Fifth, and I was like, I'm playing the Indian song.
Yeah. I just tried to be somewhere in between you two. I couldn't read music, but I at least played the shitty songs with some flair. I just did it in public. I didn't do it in public. I hid out. It was my secret no talent. I can play the organ, but I don't with my penis.
I feel like there should be a sofa like right here.
A sofa or a divan.
Oh yes.
A divan.
Something to sit on in this general area. I mean,
you got those 2 chairs.
This is a huge open area.
Well, that was like a penis.
You drew a penis.
You did.
Yes. What kind of columns are those? Are those Dorian? Are they I don't know. There's like 3 types of columns. I don't know.
Phoenician.
I think I learned it when I became a mason, but I don't remember. Anybody? No good with the columns. All right. Let's call them
columns.
Corinthian columns.
I like column.
Carelian. They're Carelian.
Oh, I like Carelian from Carelia.
Yeah. Usually I don't like this color blue, the kind of the blue, but it's kind of modern. I think it's coming back. I feel like this kind of blue gray.
Yeah.
It's not just what my mom had in our house growing up. There's a lot of blue and a lot of wallpaper.
I was trying to figure out what was written on that couch. At first I thought it was a stain. I was like, oh, that's a terrible picture.
Oh, no, it says Sofa King, where our sofas are so fucking comfortable. Little ad placement.
That's right. And that red just does not go with the interior. But yeah.
Daniel, if you're feeling creative for next week, we should maybe put together some parody commercials. That could be fun.
That'll be fun.
I haven't had anything really to complain about with this house. It's a nice.
I mean, other than places to sit. There's been like 4 chairs inside the house so far, plus that bench
well,
the front
but
door.
There were 18 chairs outside, just not all together.
Yeah.
Right.
So our group of 18, we're gonna just have to stay split up and indoors. Just
sit on the floor.
Yeah, that's fine. Hello. Okay, we got a bedroom.
Okay.
Big TV in the corner. It's not too tacky looking.
It's hung on the wall at least.
What about this room looks fake? Something about this picture doesn't.
The shadows are off.
I know. Oh.
Is it?
Well, you see,
I think maybe they used 2 shots for the window so you could actually see outside.
Maybe.
I think that's what's affecting me.
It's too much
Because
of
you
a straight
shouldn't
shot.
you shouldn't see the room wouldn't be this. If the room was this bright, the window would be just white.
Yeah, you're right.
Suspect. Daniel's always suspect when it comes to the photography.
Daniel, my crime solver.
Forensic videology.
Yes.
It's a nice little room.
Daniel's on the stand every CSI. They're like, and you can tell here that they manufactured this photograph.
Yes.
And you couldn't have seen outside otherwise. Could you, Mr. Coy? No,
Negative.
Sir. You're right, sir. And you weren't wearing your glasses that day, were you? No. Not sure what that has to do with anything, but you're excused.
Yes.
That bed looks lumpy.
Yeah.
But it looks soft.
There's a lot of turquoise in this house.
Yeah, big fans of the turquoise. But again, for I don't know, it's a nice looking room.
I like this room.
And
again, the lack of art is getting me.
Yeah,
that's what's missing.
I mean, I would like to, in a house this old, I'd like to see at least versions of old paintings.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're in a castle. You'd want to see like armor and swords and
tapestries.
Tapestries,
yes. I would like to see.
This is a castle, and it does have tapestries.
I would like to see
British law. I'm Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. This is a castle, and we have many tapestries.
I would like to see at least one portrait of Vlad the Impaler. At least one.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Just something subtle and completely fucking scary at the same time. You're like, oh, that guy put people on spikes. And that's what they made Dracula after.
I think it's got to be with the walls why they're not putting stuff, because you can see like near the top that even the electricity is not in wall.
Electricity is not in wall.
It's like, or it's being ran along the ceiling rather than inside.
Yeah.
Well,
so maybe that's why there's no artwork too, is they don't want to put things into this.
Well, they got that old-fashioned heater over in the corner there too.
Yeah. Well, they ran the electricity in I don't know, when does Thomas Edison alive?
I saw that lamp downstairs. It looked like an Edison-esque lamp.
Yeah, it was actually gas. Yeah.
It was a torch hanging out there.
Yeah, it's a bit institutional feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I was in this hospital room for like 16 days.
Yeah, those beds especially.
Yeah.
Those beds remind me of a monastery I stayed at in Italy. Where you just you lay in the bed and you just sink into it, and
that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
The hospital bed, you did not sink into it. It was like laying on a fucking bench. Yeah. Yeah. But at least people touched my balls a lot. So that was good.
That's mostly you.
Hey, look, that looks like your back would hurt every morning.
That's what I'm saying. Those beds just sag, just like the ones in that monastery.
They're full of straw. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like I would wake up and be like, oh my God, somebody help me stand up.
Yeah.
Oh, you can have a couple people watch you while you sleep, which is nice.
Don't stand up too quick because you are going to hit your head.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, more turquoise.
Yeah, more turquoise. Big fans. Well, all right.
Hey, here's my room.
Are they all water beds? No, they're not. No, because they have all got legs on them.
Yeah, they got legs.
They don't have the mattresses aren't sitting on a bed spring though. A box spring.
There's no there's no support. It's very strange. But again, it's kind of a nice room. It's not bad. Like
nothing wrong. At least this one has some art on it.
Yeah. All right. Apparently this is for, I don't know, those are shelves. Is that even a bed?
It has a ladder, like there's books, but there's nothing.
Maybe maybe half of it's a bed. Maybe we're about to see the flip side.
Well, climb to the ceiling.
There's cushions on the ground, which is strange.
Yeah.
You would have picked them up.
There's two ladders. I didn't see that. I wasn't even looking at the ladder in the foreground.
This is where the dead twins live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the twins.
Red rum, red rum. Don't follow them down the hallway at night. Okay, that's it. That's literally that room. That's all you get.
Yeah.
No promise of a bed. This one's got a at least it's got a what is it?
Is
it a bug zapper?
Air conditioner.
Air
up on the
conditioner.
wall.
Oh yeah, it's one of those
European
old
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
those
has,
are-
of course, the power cable for the TV hanging down.
Yep.
Those are bad. Oh yeah, well, shit. This place is out, Daniel says.
And then the blanket matches the wall. That's fine.
I'm trying to figure out if there's spots on the wall or if they're just spittle on my screen. Let me check.
I don't see
Oh,
spots,
yeah.
so
A little bit of both. Okay, a little bit of both. Some of it's my spit, some of it's the
Spittle.
institutional walls. Yeah, I don't think I'd. What if you nicked yourself shaving in this room? It would look like a crime scene. Like,
And this one's for the kids. You see
yeah,
the stools there.
it's true.
we can tell you didn't wash your hands because we found your fingerprints everywhere. Well, there's really no choice, Mom. Jeez.
Yeah, little shits.
Okay, well, look, we switched it up from white to
They got blue in here.
boys, or yeah, that light blue color-ish.
I need more blue.
I don't hate the castle, but it's just kind of
It's very bland inside for
Yeah.
a castle.
Yeah.
it's yeah, I mean it's
You don't
not
want to do
bad.
shit in there.
It's just the same two fucking colors everywhere, which is a little weird. Oh, but at least make sure that the when they went to Walmart and got the toiletry set, that it matches the color of the wall. They must have been excited. Look, even the soap matches.
Yeah.
They're both blue.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
just there's like some Winchester House mystery that they're not telling you about. They conducted a seance in 1886,
Mhm.
and the ghost said,
Turquoise.
"Turquoise
Must have
and
blue.
blue is the only thing that will keep the spirits at bay." So they kept putting in blue until the end of their lives.
Well, it was probably on an Indian burial ground, and that's why there's all the turquoise.
Oh, wow.
Copyright Morgan Rothblatt.
Native American, Indian, whatever. Hello, Morgan Rothblatt. This must be the carriage house. I don't know.
Yeah.
What it is.
Camera set. What is it?
I don't know that I would. I love that they bothered to put a drop shadow on their name.
Yeah.
What happened?
They got a drop shadow from Morgan Rothblatt. They got shadows.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
It's like, don't look at this room. Look at my name.
Oh,
much
yeah.
it.
Look at this. Maybe this is the basement.
Oh, you know what this is?
What?
The photographer sent them over the proofs and didn't actually. They didn't actually pay for the pictures. That's why
Ah.
Oh,
across it.
that's hilarious. Yeah, we should tell them.
Hey, Morgan.
We want to stay for free.
Oh,
Otherwise-
Morgan Rothblatt.
Morgan
Is this the
Rothblatt's gonna sue you.
Rothblatt residence?
Wait, does that TV go into the ceiling?
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
sure does. It goes up and down from the ceiling.
Or it's like
I bet-
it was too big, so they cut out the ceiling and
No, I
stuck
think
it
I
up.
think it's one of those retractable TVs. I think it goes into the ceiling.
I don't think so. 'Cause
Or
it's
No,
sitting at an angle.
Are you sure it's not a screen? No,
Sure, it
there's
is
no
an angle.
projector. Huh. That's strange.
It might just be it might be an illusion
That's a
because
nice.
the rest of the
looking
TV didn't look like it was in the ceiling.
wood. That's a lot of nice looking wood.
that is some nice flooring.
Nice flooring, nice walls. Not usually into like all wood paneling, but that's kind of nice.
Yeah,
looking.
that's nice.
This is like, ooh, yeah, this is the library.
This is the library. This is a study.
The study.
All
yes.
8 books.
Let's adjourn to the study for cigars and brandy.
I've accumulated more books than that in 2 weeks. I've lived at my ex-wife's house. Like, geez.
I say I have more Star Wars books. than that.
Yeah, I just bought 6, 7 Star Wars books.
Yes, but they have vases. Okay, you have vases.
Ah, look, it's a castle. Where's that located? Oh, wait, that's what we're looking at. Is this back to the beginning? The sitting room?
Well, we got Morgan
Yeah.
Rothblatt, but yeah,
It's-
it's pretty much the
Oh,
beginning.
okay. These are Morgan Rothblatt photos. Okay, well, I didn't mean to skip, but I think some of these are redundant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some kitchen. Okay. All right.
Is that like cast iron stoves?
Oh, let's
Look
take
at
a
the-
look. Listen, let me go back. Yeah, that's old.
Sure are.
That's seriously old fashioned.
Wow, that's good shit.
And then of course there's two of the other regular stuff. So
You know how hot those have got to get? Like, and
Mhm.
stay hot? Holy crap. They were probably actually
I
made
bet
for-
they're just for looks now to have something of the old house.
they were made for wood, real wood at some point.
Mhm. And then again, there's not a lot of heaters in the house. You know, they got those
Right.
wall heaters, radiators. So
Right.
maybe that was used to heat the house.
Is that a cast iron dishwasher? No. It's modern tech. All right. There's the
That's
castle.
the beginning.
And there's the castle. And okay.
Yeah, we're back to the beginning now.
All right. Well, it's not awful.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it.
It's not bad.
It's
You
a
know,
little meh for a castle.
It's very meh.
Yeah. Yeah. Our next option, I think, right outside of New York City here is the maybe astonishing 1852 Italianate Villa Nuits Estate. Sleeps 24 with 10 bedrooms, 14 bath, 4,600 a night. Do you think you want to go to that one, or you want to look for something more modern? This one actually looks like a haunted house.
Well, let's check it out. Let's check it out.
All right. So I was looking at property in New York City proper, like in Manhattan,
Yeah.
in the high rises.
Mhm.
And there are rentals for like 30,000 a month, some for 160,000 a month, some more. And there's apartments that are for sale for $175 million.
That's crazy.
That's probably in that tower.
$175 million. And I was talking with Rebecca earlier, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to buy you this $175 million condo. And she was like, oh my gosh, let me calculate the mortgage real quick. It's only $1 million a month. And I'm like, that's it. You are so worth $12 million a year. It's just like, oh my God, what would you have to do to have a mortgage for $12 million a year?
And yet that's like a lot of Manhattan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard that there's all these like really expensive
Bro, I was on my
places
own.
that are vacant. And the reason why that they're vacant there, but they're owned, is because people from overseas will buy US property for, let's say, $175 million, but they'll never live there, but they use it as it's a potential tax write-off. But what they do is they take out lines of credit and mortgages against that value of that property, and then they're able to basically launder their money through the banks that way by buying really expensive multi-million dollar properties, mortgaging them, and then taking that money back out. And now you got clean money. So if you've got $175 million you want to launder, then you do it by buying a $175 million apartment. That's how you get your money back.
This building right here is the tallest residential building in the world. And that's why I think the ones near the top are like actually 3 floors. And I think that's where you probably saw the 175 million. I was actually, I sent you the link earlier that had a few of the places there that were $7 or $8 million. But the place has its own movie theater, private movie.
That's crazy. And then I was looking at property that was outside of New York City, almost anywhere else in New York, and like not even like all the way up to like Amherst, like not northern New York, not upstate as they call it, but just outside of New York City. And you could buy a house for $350,000. You can buy a house for $250,000. You can buy some houses for $80,000. And
I did see those $80,000 houses. I saw $30,000 houses in upstate New York there. I was like,
yeah,
I could buy a whole neighborhood right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, suddenly I want to be a real estate investor.
Yeah.
So
All
right
right,
up front, yeah, this place is totally haunted.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
absolutely.
This
yeah,
actually looks like the Haunted Manor at Disney World.
It does.
yeah,
Little
yeah,
glass room over the side,
a little
which
bit.
I love those glass rooms, but
There are no
Oh yeah,
windows and no doors.
this place is like off the Mississippi River sort of house, you know, straight Victorian.
Yes, Big Daddy.
North living room looking south.
nice art on the wall.
Yeah.
They got art on the wall. Look at that.
And look how
Gotta
much
be a-
warmer it feels with just a couple of pieces of art up.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, fancy look. Oh, the mattress is not sinking in the middle.
Works.
Quite nice. Sateen looking draperies, nice.
Mhm.
I like it.
Also,
It's a
just-
pool
and no grass around the pool.
and no grass immediately.
No
around it.
children.
Those trees are huge. How
Yeah.
old do you think these trees are? Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
They're gonna be 200 years old. If they trees that get that big on the in the west, we cut them down because they're blocking sunlight.
Or you burn them down.
Or burn them. Yeah,
We
whatever.
could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw them in your fire pit.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is haunted for sure.
Oh, look, and Harry Potter can live under the stairs.
Look, there's 3 different doors under the stairs too. Yeah. Yeah. I
On
call
top.
under the stairs.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be hiding under there and there would be bad things happening outside.
I like the skeleton key hanging from the lock too.
Yeah, that's so
Okay.
you can lock him in there.
Yeah, that's not good.
Little ghost hanging off the skeleton
Oh,
key.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very specific. They're like, go into the ghost room under the stairs. Like, for real?
We've got this key.
That's probably, yeah, that goes into the cellar for sure.
Oh, for sure. People under the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, this is bad. It's very bright during the day, though.
I'd
Very
say
nice.
it's really nice during the day,
Yeah.
but
I think at
place-
night, can you imagine that wood creaking throughout the house?
Oh, no.
That's got to
it's
be
just
unsettling.
just settling, like just in the
Yeah.
night, just cool as it settles. All
Yeah. Yeah, no. I would have to have like 8 dogs and like 12 cats. So I could always just be like, oh, it must be one of the dogs. Oh,
Yep.
it must be a
or
cat.
or if the dogs aren't barking, it's nothing to worry about.
That's right.
That's true. That's true. I lived in a house here in Tucson where at 3:15 every morning, our dog would start barking ferociously at the closet every for 2 years. Yeah, it was the same house where something would come up and touch my toe if my feet were outside of the covers, and just to get my attention. Yeah. Then I found burnt sage in the backyard, like in a little box, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this place is yeah."
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. I need to hire a little midget lady with a high-pitched voice to come in and clear this place.
This house is clear.
This house is clear.
Caroline. Yeah, no, we stayed away from the TV and
Caroline.
that place was haunted. 1031 South Sydney. Go ahead and rent it. Good luck.
We're here.
You will be chased out, and the
Is
owner
that a
won't
closet? Looks like it might be a
Yeah.
closet.
It is a
Yeah.
closet.
Closet. It's a walk-in. Ooh, it's
Ooh,
a
That's
Gazebo.
gazebo.
you are 16, going on 17.
I'll take
what is
it.
What is the point of this room? Do you think?
Dancing.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I really expected that to be interior. I didn't think it was going to be outside.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Why do you think they didn't hang the mirror on the wall and they just balanced it on the?
I think that one looks much more artistic that way.
Might be too heavy.
I think that's what we were trying to do in that other house, but it
Uh.
was just such a small picture that it was like,
Gotcha. Yeah. Maybe they don't want sunlight like reflecting into people's eyes as they're sitting there.
That could be too.
that's
Jeff Adams here.
Look at you.
being smart. Okay. IKEA furniture.
No hanging cords from the
But-
TV.
that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. TV's tight.
I have
Very
to
good.
believe that they're there. They took them up for the picture
No, they brushed
because
them
there's
out.
it looks like there's a speaker bar there, Yeah, there's no cables going to that speaker bar, so
That's very true.
It's because it's in the wall behind it. They really did their
Yeah.
power. Yeah, no. Daniel's such a naysayer. He's like, well, it looks nice, but it's fake.
It's shit.
This is shite. I'm not going to use this house. Look, you can come in and put your keys in the little basket and
nice.
wipe your mud on that
I like that entryway.
7th or 18th century rug.
When you come in from your hunt,
You're coming from your hunt, yeah.
you have the fox ready for
Yeah,
dinner, cleaning.
that's right. Drop your bloody dagger in that thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Look, places to sit for lots of people.
Seating.
Seating for everyone.
Yeah.
Conversational seating.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you can fit like 8 people there. 9, 10 over here.
Yeah.
10. What the hizzle? This place is practical.
What is on the back of the couch there? Is that birds?
Oh, let's check. Oh, poker room. I'm excited. Back of the couch.
It does look like birds.
No birds watching you?
Oh, yeah, that's strange. They do look like that. But they,
If somebody let starlings in for the picture.
yeah, they're like,
Mockingjays.
let's get the birds out. Like, we don't have time. Just take the picture. It's
Just
fine.
get the picture.
No one will notice.
It makes it
Okay.
look really cheap. Cheap.
Cheap. Oh no, the puns come out. Puns aplenty.
I'm wearing my
I
database
like-
shirt.
I like this room. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
If
would
there
look
were
great with a
even-
bunch
if
of
there were
dogs
dogs-
sitting in there. Yes.
Yes.
That's it. Dog sitting around the table here.
That's
It'd be
it.
perfect.
That's I feel like this was like the template for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would bring how many chairs are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
7,
5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
So yeah, I would bring 8 stuffed dogs and just set them up and take pictures if we
That'd be
if
awesome.
we take this place. Not actual stuffed dogs, but like stuffed toys.
That'd be
dogs.
cool too. Either way, stuffed, real
Well, I
live
mean,
stuffed dogs. Yeah, that'd be
Call
cool.
a taxidermist, see who didn't pick up Fluffy.
Rowdy from Scrubs.
We probably get a good deal. We got some
Yeah.
billiards going on
Your
too.
billiard room. Yeah,
This house was built back when men were not toxic.
that's very true.
Yeah.
Play some snooker.
I bet they were smoking cigars and drinking whiskey and, and snookering.
Snookering.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, this is the hallway you see things on it when it's dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right,
It
the
was by the
stand.
banister. It was by the banister. She looked at me and then disappeared.
It's just to be standing right there,
Yeah.
and then you turn off the light, and
No.
it's just
That's
gone.
that's scary. I don't like that. You made a human figure there.
That was pretty cool, dude.
That was pretty good actually. And then it disappeared. I'm nervous. I gotta get out of this hallway. Okay.
Perfect. Into the secret garden.
Secret garden. This is where we go play with our peepees outside. Nobody will catch us. I mean, if we were like Little Women in one of those books, I don't know.
Is that what they did in Little Women?
I'm never mind. I'm going to let that one go. No comment. Additional comment needed.
Back in the days of the Dr. Kellogg sanitariums, had to get your womb massaged. Yes, access, good stuff. Eat some flakes and masturbate.
I like it.
Yeah. The Seventh-day Adventists really knew what to do, what they were doing with cereal. Okay. Here we go. Is that snow?
I hope so.
Yeah.
It's a really bad color in a picture otherwise.
Or it's yeah, pointy trees. I like them. House from the outside doesn't look quite so creepy. Winter view facing west of the Villa Nuts.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Villa Nuit.
Nuit? Villa Nuit?
The night
All right.
house.
Ooh, what do we got here? A theater room.
It's a theater. The
Okay.
theater.
Theater.
Uh-oh. They got
Theater.
cables and shit. Bad news.
Those cables. I'm trying.
Travesty. Place is a travesty.
Right.
At least they got lights.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just sitting, this looks like just for sitting around watching a game or something. This isn't
Yeah.
meant for watching movies so much.
Yeah. I mean, the old-fashioned movie posters on the walls would tell you otherwise, but
It does look like they do have speakers in the ceiling, although I don't
and
see one there,
behind
there.
Around the square.
behind the back over here, that looks like it could be for a projector.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Could
You're
have been in
right.
the past, yeah.
No, I'm just saying. Let's see. Clear all drawing. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Stop annotating. Yes, please. All right, here we go. All right, this is nice. At least their color palette is more than one color. I can deal with mustard.
I like this pea soup green better than turquoise now.
Oh, here we go. All right.
It's
Dimensions.
a conservatory is the
Conservatory.
Oh, there you go. It's a conservatory. I'll be in the conservatory pavilion. What will you be doing? I will be getting.
I will be dancing and reenacting songs from The Sound of Music.
I will be dancing and getting diffused sunlight. Because you know how my skin is so fair. Yes, mother. Oh, this is a house
Ooh,
where they
it has an elevator. They didn't show us the elevator.
Oh,
Oh.
man. Wet
Oh, yeah.
bar and
Wet bar.
kitchenette. Could have shown us a wet bar. We would
There's
have
an
been a little
exercise
more
room right
fun.
next to it. Do you remember seeing the exercise room?
This must be upstairs. East
Family room and
ensuite.
elevator. Yeah.
1,
Bedroom.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Master bedroom 2. Master bedroom. Master study. West end suite bedroom. Family room and elevator. Ensuite bedroom. And a north entrance suite bedroom. There's a lot of bedrooms upstairs.
It's interesting. They didn't show a lot of that stuff.
Is this the third floor?
Yeah.
Visitor bedroom. Visitor bedroom. Visitor bedroom. Shitter.
Shared.
And you got a living room. 13 by 27. That's a huge living room.
Big ass living room.
Big.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's for all your visitors.
well, I don't know how to not make it look haunted, but I don't know. What do you guys think? We're up against.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like this one too. I'm in on the haunted one.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I would. The experience, I'd feel like I'd get my money's worth at least out of the
Yeah.
decor and the outside's a little spooky looking, but the inside is done up quite nicely. And yeah, do you think those shutters actually shut?
They
Is
look
that
like
what
they
they-
do.
I was wondering that myself when I went down that hallway because it looked like you could. I'm like, can you open those windows to shut the shutters?
Yeah, so I guess if a storm comes through, you can actually shutter your house properly.
These are definitely shaped like the windows and look like they're out a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or if the purge happens, we can seal up the house.
That's right.
Or zombies.
Or
Do you want
zombies.
any shutters on the outside or the inside or both? I'd say I want double shutters. Honestly.
Yeah, I'd have to have double.
Yeah.
Open the blast doors. Open the blast doors.
Yeah, give yourself a shot at actually making it. All right, so between the two, I would have to say we've got a winner. This would win.
Yeah, winner.
This is the Italian
Haunted
Villa Nui.
Villa Nui.
Via
Villa
18th
Nui.
century Italianette. It's pretty. All right, so Daniel, let me get your intro ready, sir.
Let's do it.
And I think if you have no bull news, let me know. If
I
it
do
comes
have
up.
no bull news.
You do?
But
You
we
wanna
can do it
do
after.
the-
We can do it. No, we can do it after. Let's finish
After
New York
Dan?
and then we'll do it. Yeah.
All right, we'll do it after Dan. Local flair with Sci-Fi Dan. Here you go, sir. You're welcome.
They look at shake.
Now, I thought it was you at first, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
Starting from $69.
So love that.
Terrible.
can't remember where that was at.
It was in 2012.
I'd
Yeah.
like to. I thought the music was perfect. I put in like
So-
type music.
Oh, there's Big.
Yeah.
What's
FAO Schwartz.
So I was just in New York, so I decided I would use my pictures from there, and because we went and did a lot of things that you would do as a tourist. But this is all Manhattan.
nice?
But yeah, this is FAO Schwartz, which is not in the location. You can actually see the Christmas tree for 30 Rock right outside the window there. And the piano did not work all that well anymore. But
Lee's looking at you like you're on crack or something.
Is that Tara?
yeah. And then there's my big
Oh,
finale.
it's there.
I was pretty proud of that. But FAO, where FAO Schwartz used to be,
Where's
is
you
actually an Apple store. So this is down in 30 Rock. So it's right there on the right. That was my daughter's hand. There's 30 Rock.
Oh.
Yep. The Christmas tree was still up 2 weeks into January. They took it down the last day we were there. So
Wow.
this is at the Louis Vuitton store around the corner. And I thought, when we first walked up, I thought this was a real person. That's an animatronic. It's based off of a real person. But there's a point where it's like, I thought she looked at me. And it was the creepiest thing. I had to look away. And yeah, it was very, very, very creepy.
What are the buttons on the side of the wall for?
It looked like fire hydrants.
Those
Oh,
are fire hydrants.
Okay, my bad. They're not buttons, Jeff Adams.
April saying hi.
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 Hi, April.
Hi.
I recommend during the daytime going through Central Park. You might recognize this bridge. This is where Spider-Man got broke up with in Spider-Man 3.
Oh,
Uh,
poor Spider-Man.
or Spider-Man. But you just can't appreciate that all of a sudden there is a huge forest basically in the
Right.
middle. And you can generally, especially if I look to the right from here, you'd see all the big buildings like that tall building I was looking at before.
That's
pointing out.
wild. I
Um,
wonder how many mobsters are buried in there.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting too is that the person who designed the park designed it so there was tunnels underneath it. So the roads go through it. They go underneath it so that there was all this forethought, 140 years ago.
Really?
And so they just have, it was originally, it was just horses and stuff going back then, but and that wouldn't have been that bad going through the park, but all the major roads go underneath the park.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah. That
Now
was it. And always have.
that's crazy.
Yeah. It was designed that way. I don't think I have any picture of that. I think I need to rotate. This is right across the street from where John Lennon was shot.
Oh,
Ah,
It's
Dakota.
the only thing in the park that's set up for a private individual.
interesting.
It has a magic. It's a nice little tile thing.
Oh,
Oops.
gosh.
I mean, the city's beautiful at sunset. I think this is my daughter's picture. I can't remember if it's mine or my daughter's. We both took a similar picture.
That
That's
picture's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah. Ella's picture was better than mine, and this one looks pretty good, so I think this is probably hers.
So the lore of New York, the good, bad, and ugly that you hear, and then your experience, like compare those. Like, did you see the?
Oh yeah, the dregs are out there. You smell marijuana about every 30 feet, and
Okay,
you're not even sure where you're smelling it from. In Times Square is the dregs of society, pretty much hanging out around there. There's a
yeah,
lot of people there to see it, but there's also, I mean, we were actively someone tried to sell to Ella some marijuana there. There's all the people who pretend to be like a character, and they come and stand next to you and take a picture, and then they try to charge, get you to give them like $50 for doing so.
oh,
So there's now during the daytime, I felt completely safe. I would not have ventured out very far at night.
Yeah.
But when sunlight was there's people everywhere and it feels pretty safe. This is the library,
Oh, yeah.
New York Library.
I
This is
remember
where,
seeing that in the Day After Tomorrow
yeah, and Ghostbusters.
and Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
But it's, I mean, some beautiful. I think we snuck into this one. I don't think we were supposed to have gone in here. There was one of these because these, it's it's a working library, so a lot of the rooms that are like this are shut off for actually studying. People who can go in there and study.
Wow, that's ornate. That's beautiful.
I think I have another picture of the library coming up because we went at night and then we went the next day. There's
Did you
the
find the
outside.
gargoyles and the Darth Vader masks in the front?
I did not.
Hmm.
But what's really cool is there's a museum inside there, and I might be able to jump forward if I have it.
Did you walk
Yeah.
in and say, I am the keymaster?
So those are the actual Winnie the Pooh and all the original
yeah.
stuffed animals for Winnie the Pooh.
There's Kanga, Little Roo,
Eeyore,
Tigger.
Those are the originals?
Those are the originals. And in this, it's a free museum to go into. It had this, and it had a lot of stuff. It had the Gutenberg Bible.
Wow.
Steve Gutenberg?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Had the
Mahoney?
had music written out. It had music that was written by Beethoven. Like you could see his handwriting and scribbling, and impossible to read. So, things to see. Definitely recommend going in there. Going into the museum. You could always catch a Broadway show.
Oh,
We
yeah,
went and saw
Broadway.
Wicked. There's lots of theaters and lots of different shows all the time. I think there's probably on Broadway, which is with all the musicals, there's probably 8 to 10 musicals. And then there's of course off Broadways where you usually it's not musicals, it's more drama and stuff like that. This was my view. The Times Square there, and you can actually still see. I don't know if you see my cursor. That's still the ball from New Year's up there.
Oh, wow.
But in the old days, when you went to Times Square, it was just billboards, and now it's all LED screens. I mean, as high as you can see, and it's pretty cool.
Hugh Jackman starring in The Music Man?
Oh yeah, did you see that in the picture?
I did see that in the picture.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's really cool too is where we saw Wicked is on the right hand side of the screen, and just looking down at an angle, we could see the Wicked theater.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's again, you can kind of see there too how many people are down in Times Square, and this was probably 7:00 at night, but it was like till midnight there was still people out there, and this is winter.
Yeah.
Everyone was
Wow.
cold. So then great thing to do, since I said it felt pretty safe during the day, is doing a walking tour and just going. There's the I was call it the wrong thing. Chrysler Building. That's right.
Yes.
And I mean, it's amazing just walking. We walked from our hotel, which was near Times Square. We walked down to where the library was. This is actually just around the corner from the library. This picture, I think, was taken on the corner across the street from the library. And just below that is Central Station. What do you call
Oh,
wow. Which we came when we first came into New York, we came on this bridge right here. And that's the bridge that the Avengers were doing the main fighting on there at the end. We drove in, I went, I know this bridge. That's my favorite. I feel in New York that I'm always on a movie set. And
Yeah.
of course that's because every place is a movie.
Yeah.
But inside Grand Central Station, it just doesn't, it's huge. You can't even get how big. So walking tour great. We ended up walking down as far, I thought I had put the Flatiron Building. We got down as far as the Flatiron Building, and then we took an Uber down into Chinatown. This is actually Little Italy. I think I have some Chinatown though too. They're right next to each other. There's some Chinatown.
Got the triads there.
You go to a Sparks Steakhouse where Paul Castellano was whacked by
Yeah.
John Gotti.
I did not.
Oh, how about Mulberry Street? Gotta head down to the Bergen Fish and Hunt Club where the Gambino crime family used to hang out.
Yeah.
I think I was close to there. I think we might have,
Probably.
yeah. But the walking tour is great. We, like I said, we walked, other than the distance between the Flatiron Building and Chinatown, we walked from Times Square all the way to the Battery Park, where you can see the Statue of Liberty from.
Man, that's wild, dude.
The great, there's the one tower, or what do you call it now?
Yeah,
The
Freedom Tower.
Freedom Tower. But down, and they didn't build that on the same spot. This is actually the footing. This is where the building, one of the towers was.
Yeah.
And so that it's actually really, I give credit to the artist, because it looks like you're just looking at a hole kind of in this picture, but the water kind of falls into it, and the sound of the water falling, and just like you can see the other hole in the middle just has this, like you're looking into a pit kind of thing. There is some emotion to that, plus all the names on there.
Yeah.
Battery Park was a little disappointing. I thought we'd feel like we were closer to the Statue of Liberty than we were.
I think it's also smaller than you think.
You hear me say that?
I think it's also smaller.
Yeah, but it
How tall
literally
is
is
the
how far was that?
How tall is the Statue of Liberty?
I don't know.
400 feet?
I mean, it's tall, but yeah, it just feels from. This is exactly what it felt like standing there too. Actually, this might even look closer than was standing there. But so yeah, that was a great walking tour. There's a lot of things to see. I thought I had thrown some pictures of the courthouses and stuff like that. That really felt like it. And of course, you could take if we had more time, we could have taken a detour across, walked across the Brooklyn Bridge. Would have added about 45 minutes to an hour to our trip, and we were already pretty behind because we stopped at the museum.
Yeah, sure.
Subway.
This is not Universal Studios. This is actually a Subway.
Was the Warriors? The Warriors killed him.
It's a real Subway? What?
Yeah, look at that, real Subway.
Looks like Run DMC video.
Yeah.
It felt like a movie set until that came in. Still felt like I was at Disney.
Yeah, everything's got everything. It's so surreal. It's like we're so accustomed to knowing what New York is like by movies.
Yeah. And then the Museum of Art.
Mm-hmm.
If you love art, then you need to spend a couple of days here. If you're like Jake went through and was actually spending time looking, we let the kids go off on their own in the museum, and Jake went just to the Japanese and the Egyptian, and we were there for like 6 hours.
Oh, I believe it.
Wow.
And that's just because he read what everything was. And
Yeah.
I was I separated. First I was with Tara for a while, then I went off on my own. But I was more just like, how much can I see? How much can I see?
Yeah, I would be screwed. I'd be stuck there for days.
Yep.
Yeah. This is in the Japanese, this area. This is nothing big. Just thought it was a pretty area. But that's the actual painting of Washington crossing
The Delaware.
Yeah. And it's much bigger than I thought it was going to
That's
be.
huge.
Yeah, no shit.
There's a whole section of Roman art and statues and stuff. And then there's,
Wow.
I was taken with the Yosemite paintings because, I love Yosemite anyway. There we go. That's the Merced River and some Indian tribe there.
In Washington, D.C., they have the presidential portraits. I forget the artist's name off the top of my head right now, but he did like the first 5 or 6 portraits, and they're the same photographs that were used to make the pictures on the U.S. currency. So when you're looking at them, you're like, okay, first off, this is really familiar. But secondly, like this is the part that always is overwhelming to me, is when I'm looking at like a portrait of somebody, I realize that that canvas was in the same room as that person. As this artist spent, weeks and months rendering this, pre-photography, obviously, rendering this likeness of the person that sits there for the portrait to be created. And it's like, to me, it's like just overwhelming. Like I look at it, I'm like George Washington looked at that. Like every time he sat, he came over and took a peek. Wanted to, like, that's nuts. And then some of them were like half finished, but still, you're like, yeah, I don't know. For me, it just sucks me back in history, like so intense.
Well, we went when we were in Charleston, South Carolina, and we were in a house that Washington stayed in for 8 days after he became president, and that was in sitting in the bedroom where he slept. It was astounding. And then what's funny is the person that gave us the tour there's a few paintings in that house where the artist wasn't that good of an artist. And if you look at all of his paintings, it's always his face that's on the painting, on the person.
Oh.
And or maybe he was really good and he just wanted to put his face. But when we were walking through the Museum of Art, Tara, I wish I had a picture of it. Tara and I went, oh my gosh, that's that artist. That's clearly.
Oh, that's funny.
That's crazy.
But cool, this picture, this painting right here, it's almost like a picture. I mean, it captured the exact moment of emotion that she's annoyed at something. He probably said a dad joke or farted. One of those two things,
right?
Is what's going on in that picture.
But in a painting, that's so amazing.
Yeah. And in this big open square, there up above me, behind me was my favorite area. There was a bunch of musical instruments. Oh wait, the armor and the weaponry and the music instruments were my favorite stuff.
Hey, if we're gonna do anything with Jeff, he's got like 5 minutes.
And then the last thing I have is going up to the top of the rock. It's the tallest building that you can see Central Park and all of New York at the same, from different sides. And so I recommend that. That's where the pictures behind me and this picture here are from.
That's incredible, dude.
And the last picture, of course, Spook Central from Ghostbusters.
Oh, nice. That's amazing. The sheer density of human beings in that city is just overwhelming.
It is. And just like going through Charleston, there's so much, even though there's a lot of new modern stuff in there, there's so much history in New York, so much stuff to see.
Yes. Yeah. Outstanding.
Jeff, are you ready for pub crawl or no?
Ready. Pub crawl. Let's do it. Dig it. All right, mine's gonna be short and sweet.
Take it away, sir.
I got 3 places to hit when you're in New York. First place you're gonna want to go to in Manhattan, in East Village. Hold on, buddy. Is Barcade. You want to go play some old-fashioned video games like you were hitting in Nickelodeon or something like that. Every video game is $0.25. It's got all the greats from the olden days. It's still $0.25. And you can grab yourself a beer. Play some arcade games. That's Barcade in the East Village in Manhattan.
We almost did that.
Did you?
East Village is where we passed through when we got the Uber. We could have walked through it if we had more time.
That's perfect. And then if you're over in Brooklyn, there's 2 places in Brooklyn you got to check out. The first one is the Way Station. You go up in there. It's got a lot of steampunk decor. It's very, very nerdy and trendy and gothy. And they have a bathroom there. The entrance to the bathroom is in the shape of the police box from Doctor Who.
Nice.
Yeah, so you walk in the Doctor Who box and you're in the bathroom. So it's pretty cool.
So it's bigger on the inside is what you're
bigger
saying.
On the inside, yeah. So make sure you check that out. Also over in Brooklyn, check out the Gotham City Lounge, because what's better than booze and Batman? Gotham City Lounge over in Brooklyn.
Nothing better than booze and Batman.
Check it out.
I don't know if you had this, but I made this for you anyways.
On. March 9th, 2023, since we're on the New York trip, over the course of the last 30 years, people have been sending letters to Spider-Man's address at 20 Ingram Street in Forest Hills in Queens. The owners of the house that is at that address have since made a museum with all the letters for everyone to come and see. Coincidentally, the people who own the house, last name, Parker. No bull.
No bull. That's
No
awesome.
bull.
That's awesome.
March 9th, 2023, an Oregon library received a package in the mail that turned out to be a library book, checked out April 25th, 1979. The package also contained an apology note and a check for $20. No bull.
That's awesome.
March 9th, 2022,
No.
a Maryland man who won $100,000 in the lottery in 2015 won another $50,000 this last week. He credits his wins to his hairstyle. No bull.
No bull.
That's my problem.
That is no bull news.
Beautiful. Beautiful, sir. So if you're so inclined, check out the Resolutors coming up here in 6 minutes.
Yes.
Go to YouTube, type in the Resolutors, and you can watch Master Jedi Koi and Mark Jetski wax poetic about the joys of losing weight, getting fit, and getting your fucking life in order.
Well, it's funny because I just talked about the bar scene. Now I'm going to go over to the Resolutors and talk with a guy who's sober.
Yeah. The sommelier who's sober.
That's right.
Right.
I would like to put out this little PSA. Do not go see Cocaine Bear. I
I thought you
was
said it was
hoping
great.
it was awful. It was possibly the worst movie I've ever seen. And I like bad movies. Like last week, I saw China Salesman, which was a student film with Mike Tyson and
Yes.
Steven Seagal.
Yes.
I enjoyed that phenomenally more, partially because I was making fun of it. This was so bad, there was not even a way to make fun of it.
Oh, that's right. Because you were going to go see it last week.
I was
but
going to
then-
go see it and couldn't. Yeah. So I finally saw it on Friday night, and
It's pretty
it
bad.
was not good. There was
Not
some
good.
funny. It was really trying hard. It wanted to be that Lake Placid, that kind of thing, but it just never got there. The kids, there was two kids there. Their dialogue was written like they were 40-year-olds or at least college age. It just doesn't play off well.
Fair enough.
And I
Sounds
like most
amazing.
movies I go and see, so that's really saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have taken it just by the title that it was garbage, but that's just me.
Well, see, I was hoping that at the least it would be something we could laugh at.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And there
And-
was some stuff like that. There was stuff like if you watch the pitch meeting of it, it pretty much says it all. There's a line where the bear lays down on him and he talks about it's a girl bear because his head's inside but the bear laid down head to head. So I mean, there was no way they did stuff just for a joke that it didn't.
I know
pay
how he
off.
knew. I know how he knew.
Well, he said his head was somewhere.
He was doing the
I'm gonna
bare
say-
necessities. The
Yeah, that's
simple
right.
bare necessities.
That's right. Yes.
But yeah, so
All right, gents, I'm going to hop on to my
Pass.
next one.
good night,
Good luck.
everybody.
Good night.
Break a leg.
Thank you, sir. You guys take care. See you next
You
time.
as well.
Yes, sir. So, little factoid for you. Why do they say break a leg to people who are going to go on stage to act?
It's the curtain. Well, there's two different stories. This was something that was on Says You. The one is break a leg like you're bowing. The other is break a leg of the curtain for an encore or a ovation.
Hmm. How about break a leg because they hope to see you in a cast?
Wow. Well, they just saw you in a cast.
No, they're telling you to break a leg to go. Audition. How about hold your horses? Where does that term? What does that term come from?
That one I don't know.
it means to be calm or be stable. Be stable. Hold your horses like a stable. How
I'm breathing.
why do they call the first time a television show runs, what do they call it? A pilot?
They hope the show flies.
This is the first time on air.
Not necessarily, though. A lot of pilots don't make it to air.
Well, the intent. The intent. First time on air. Yeah. YouTube shorts. You too can learn something whether it's true or not.
I think I'll trust the says you on the break a leg one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Those guys
That's
are
fine.
smart.
I like hope to see you in a cast. That's I like the idea, but
I think generally there are pun-based factoids back out there, but I don't think that all of them are, stable horse. I'm a little suspicious of that one as well.
Here's a Norm Macdonald joke. I want to retell it, see if I can retell it.
The light is on.
Oh, my wife fell into a coma. And you're supposed to say, oh,
That's
sorry.
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah. So I'm at the hospital and the doctor comes to me and says, I have a way that we might be able to get your wife out of that coma, wake her up.
Oh, well,
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, well, I'll try anything. What do I got to do? And the doctor says, well, it's a little bit, unconventional, but what you got to do is you got to go have oral sex with her. I'm like, oh, Lord, geez. Well, if it's, I guess if it's going to wake her up, help her out, I'll give it a shot. So I go in the room and, about 5 minutes later, I come out, I say, Doc, she's choking.
it's good talking to you.
Oh, rest in peace, Norm Macdonald.
He was one of the best.
Doc, she's choking. I didn't even see it coming. Personally, I laughed so hard I almost crashed the car. I was like crying. I'm like, oh no.
He was on Conan one time and they ended up, it was only supposed to be like the 1 8-minute segment. And the other guest canceled at the last minute. And so while they're on air, asked him to do another 8 minutes and he didn't have anything prepared. So he goes and he tells this joke. And the joke takes the entire 8 minutes. And it's just, it's easily found. Just find the.
Is it the joke where like he goes to a cabin and rents a room from an old man? And I don't know, that dude could just tell stories.
Yeah,
on and on and
yeah,
on
and just his ability, like the way he phrases things, and like, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you knew this, but I'm a deeply closeted homosexual and gay. Really, you're gay? No, I'm not gay. No, not at all. Well, you just said you were deeply closeted homosexual. Do you know what deeply closeted means? It means I'm a homosexual, I'm gay, but I would deny it like enthusiastically. So, as a gay man, I take offense to that. So you're gay? No, I'm not gay. I'm straight. It's just taking circles. Oh, I just love the juxtapism of.
I'll see if I can find the Conan segment and send it to you.
Matter of fact, and there's something about his delivery. I could listen to him for hours, just for hours. When he died, I wound up watching people put together.
Yeah,
like
that's basically what I did too.
YouTube, videos of like 4 hours of Norm, and it's just perfect. I don't think he'd ever tell the same joke twice. But
No.
it was just so good. Even on SNL, like he couldn't help but double down on OJ's a murderer because he knew it pissed off the whatever, one of the CEOs of General Motors or whatever it was.
Okay,
He just
it is the
couldn't stop
one I thought it
himself.
was.
Young, there was a fella went by the name of Jacques de Gautier. And he was from Témiscamingue, Quebec. And Jacques de Gautier, he was a fella that really thought. And he was smart, he was our hope, I guess. And he was, while I was scrabbling to get out of high school, Jacques Zagatineau had already...
I think he just changed his last name.
Well, a man grows. But this is the point.
Yeah.
Jacques de Gatineau, he went to McGill University and he got 3 degrees, by golly. And he went over across the pond to the fellers with Cambridge and he even stood up to them. Mm-hmm. And we thought, boy, he's going to be the next. We had Jean Marchand, Gérald Pertier, Pierre Trudeau, the 3 wise men of Quebec. By God, Jacques de Gatineau was going to be the next.
He could be the next gun.
Yeah, but he vanished. And I met him, I started to do stand-up and travel from here to there and to here again. And one time I was in Niagara Falls, and I went over to the SeaWorld there. You know how they have the SeaWorld? With the different fish.
I didn't know that, but okay. Yeah. Yes.
Beluga.
The SeaWorld. I've been there many a time.
Okay, so I was checking out the beluga whales and stuff, and I look over, and who do you think I see?
I hope it's that guy.
No, it was just an attendant, but he showed me to the place I wanted to see, which is where they feed the little baby dolphins, because I love dolphins, And who do I see there but Jacques de Gatineau? And here he is, he's feeding the baby dolphins. And I go up to him and I go, Jacques de Gatineau, I feel shame for you. You were our hope. You were to go to Canada, Canada's nation's capital of Ottawa. And you were to be a great man, Jacques de Gatineau. And we were all, we pinned all of Témiscamingue, Quebec, pinned our hopes on you. Now that's a hell of a burden for a man to have a town's hope pinned on them, isn't it, Conan?
It is a big burden.
So he was feeding these baby dolphins, and I said, I'm ashamed of you, Jacques de Gatineau. You could have done so many great things. And he said, I think I'm serving a youthful porpoise. Now I believe that...
I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen.
You don't encourage that.
It's like
that was a 40-minute story.
It's like somebody.
Youthful porpoise?
Youthful porpoise.
Yes.
Not porpoise.
I don't know. Good God.
I know.
That's amazing.
What I was thinking of.
But still.
Right. It's the same thing. It was actually very similar to the other one.
He was just so captivating the way he tells the stories. Like you're just like, and what's next?
The other one was the same thing where he's going on, and it's an old joke that he ends up telling, but he tells this 5-minute story before getting to the punchline.
It's perfect. Love it. It's good stuff. So what do you say, sir? We'll wrap this thing up.
Absolutely.
All right.
See you next week, probably.
Yeah.
We'll have Jeff, I guess.
If we don't have Jeff, we can still do something. Yeah. And I do have a little outro for us, so hold on to your shorts. There we go.
It's been a long road.
That's the show.
Good night, everybody.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Night, everybody.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.